everyone. Here we go. It's our first week of online classes, and I hope everybody's ready. When we left a couple of weeks ago, we were working on visual analysis. We read through some web pages, and you took some Cornell notes. Over the break, I hope that you reviewed your readings and your notes. And I also hope that you caught up on your journals. If you didn't catch up on your journals, then try to do that this week because you're going to have another journal coming due at the end of the week. I also put a general discussion forum up and a check-in post so that you can check in and let me know that you're here and still okay. And I also want you to let me know if you have all of the things that you need to do to complete your assignments. If you don't, and you let me know, I might be able to help you out with that. Since we had 2 weeks of spring break instead of just one, we're losing a week in our course schedule. So I'll have to amend the course schedule to make up for that week. We're going to start with this week being week 9, and then we'll just continue with the schedule as written until week 15, which will actually roll into week 16. But that's okay because week 16 is finals week and we don't have a final, so we'll have plenty of time to get everything done. I'm going to be available for an office hour on Wednesday at 11 o'clock on Blackboard Collaborate. Collaborate's a tool that allows us to video conference from home. So all you need to do is look for the Collaborate tool on the side of your Blackboard screen. It'll be on the left-hand side. Click on Collaborate, then you'll see the page open up. You'll see a general chat area and an office hour chat area. Click on the office hour one, and then you'll see me and whoever else decides to show up, and we'll chit chat and we'll get your questions answered and solve all your problems right then and there. And we'll do this every week at 11 o'clock, specifically for you to see me in real time. So let's review visual analysis. As you recall, in a visual analysis, you look at an image and you break it down into its component parts, which are the visual or design elements. And then you explain how those parts create meaning in the image. The image should be human created, not something from nature. You look at the design elements like color, shape, typography, the contextual filter like culture, time, experience, and the rhetorical appeals like pathos, logos, ethos, and kairos. You determine what the overall meaning of the image is and how the design elements create that meaning. When you write your paper, you create an introduction with a thesis statement. Your thesis statement is this image, then give the title of the image, by this artist, give the name of the artist, conveys this meaning, state whatever the ideas or meanings are, by using these design elements or rhetorical appeals. So state what elements or appeals you'll be discussing in the paper. After your intro and thesis, you'll describe the image in one paragraph. Next, you'll discuss the elements and explain how the elements create the meaning you stated in your thesis statement. You will use sources to help you prove that you understand how those elements work, and you'll use examples from the image to demonstrate your points. Finally, you'll wrap it up with a conclusion that sums up your major points. In order to get a good feel for this, we're going to look at some examples. This week we'll look at examples of visual analysis, and you'll answer questions about the readings on the discussion board. In the week 9 folder, you'll find all the readings that you need. It's going to be in Course Central in the visual analysis section. You'll find all the readings for week 9, I want you to read those articles and then find some time with your peers to discuss the articles with each other. Use your groups, use your group tools, meet up in Blackboard Collaborate, and talk about the articles and see what you each got from them, and what you understand. Then go to the discussion board. In the discussion board area, in the visual analysis section, you'll find a discussion for each of the readings. You will have discussed these readings with your friends, but you can still discuss the discussion questions with your friends as well, with your group members, so that you can come up with some really interesting answers. And try to read what your friends post too and respond to what they've said. That might actually give you some good ideas. One question is about a professional academic visual analysis of Madonna's music video for the song Cherish. It asks you to read through the paper and explain what the thesis is, what design elements are being discussed, and how the writer explained the use of those elements to create meaning. This article is difficult to read, so don't worry if you can't read through it all. If you can get the major points, you'll be doing well enough. You can skim it if you need to. Another question asks you to look at a visual analysis of Childish Gambino's This Is America. Now, that essay has some errors, so I want you to find the errors and discuss how the article could have been better. A third question asks you to read an analysis of Art Spiegelman's graphic novel Mouse, and I've included a link so that you can look at some of the pictures from the graphic novel. For this question, determine the thesis of the article, explain how the author goes about proving the thesis, and discuss how the essay follows the guidelines we've been discussing about visual analysis. Finally, the Principles of Design question asks you to read the Principles of Design article and then find an image, like an advertisement, that displays one of the principles. I want you to describe the image, explain the design element, and then explain how the design element creates meaning. So, those are your major assignments. Remember that you'll also have a journal due, and you also need to complete Khan Academy. You're going to have another milestone coming up. It's going to be on April 12th. So, you want to get at least 75% of Khan Academy done by April 12th. So, maybe you should try to work on that. Also, just remember, I will be available online on Wednesdays at 11. You can also email me, and any kind of questions that you have, I'll try to answer them. So I hope you're all staying safe and sheltering in place and not getting sick and having a great time, taking advantage of this, well, sad, but maybe in some other ways fortunate situation. And I will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.